in the process of coming out about my mental illnesses. I've talked a lot about my depression, but I don't believe I've discussed the role that anxiety plays in my life. I suffer from a couple of different kinds of anxiety, but I'm going to talk today about the role that post-traumatic stress disorder plays in my life. I don't want people to feel sorry for me. I want people to be educated about these various illnesses. You know, imagine the feeling you feel when you go to a horror movie, that sudden rush of adrenaline when the bad guy springs out. Now imagine having that feeling when you can't control it, when it comes over you, whenever, for seemingly innocuous reasons. PTSD happens to people who have gone through trauma. It could be being in combat, it could be going through natural disasters, it could be from being a victim of crime, it could be from being a victim of long-term abuse. It comes from all sorts of different sources, but it's very real. For some of us also, it is an ongoing condition that we have to manage. It's not something that we can make go away. And, you know, I'm not going to talk about what the basis of my PTSD is. I don't think it's relevant. But for most of us, the way PTSD works is situations, just no matter how, what would feel very minor or not fearful at all to other people, make us suddenly terrified for our lives. You are back in the emotions and sometimes even the images of what your traumatic event was like for you. In my case, the main triggers are things I read about, things on TV, or certain people that I can no longer interact with. And these things, sometimes they're very close to my experience, sometimes they're not. I can literally be terrified by for my life, or wake up screaming, thinking I'm in a situation, a life-threatening situation, when actually nothing threatening is going on. This happened last night. I watched one of these Scared Straight documentaries where a bunch of teenage girls are brought into a prison. A bunch of hardened criminals, murderers, take these girls in who have been criminals themselves and try to scare and intimidate them out of their lives of crime. Essentially a good thing to do. But these women screamed at these girls and got right in their faces and screamed, and they were very threatening. And for most of us, that would just be, wow, that's unpleasant. And I found out that that's yet another thing I shouldn't watch on TV. Because a few hours later, when I was sleeping, I woke up screaming, thinking I was in prison. Now, the likelihood that I'm ever going to be in prison is like zilch, because I don't commit any crimes. So PTSD can be very debilitating, and it's part of the whole package of chronic mental illness I live with. People don't know a lot about it. I think it's scary to people who don't have it. It's a condition you have to live with. I think it's valuable for people to know that you can be an intelligent, fun, outgoing person and also have this facet of your life that other people just don't understand.